Hey YouTube, it's me again. On a more somber note, I just wanted to say that, sometimes I hear the news and I read the news and I know the rules of the show business, and there no business is like show business, and there's no news like the bad news, right? So I don't know about that, and I think that just reading for articles, I generally read my news on the internet, on the newspaper sites and news sites. Sometimes I pick up papers, which is the Morning Post in Croatia, Jutarnji List, or 24 hours, 24 sata, or the Evening Post, Večernji List, here in Croatia. And sometimes it's I don't know. I'm fully aware that world is a hard place. It's full of bad things, and a lot of bad things are happening right now as I'm talking into this camera. And I feel really bad for that. But also I am aware that there are good things happening. Good things. You would not believe it because you rarely find it out there in the news, because it doesn't have the sensationalist ring to it, does it? It's like, I was talking to my father some days ago, and we were just discussing generally newspaper and how they bring stories and how they produce those stories in the newspaper. And then we realized that a football player, if you're in America, that means soccer. In Europe, we call it football. In Croatia, we call it nogomet, which is, and irrelevant to the story, because the point is that one sports star was traded from one club to another club for the amount of zillion euros. 4.5 billion euros, I think, something like that. And that was like, wow. I mean, probably that much transfer, I'm not sure I'm gonna make that in that kind of money. I'm not sure I'm gonna make that in a lot of years. A lot of years, a lot of decades of my life, possibly. Maybe, yeah, a lot of decades of my life. 4 point something billions of euros. Wow. Just for him to go from one club to the other. Okay, so that's 2 entire pages of the newspaper. Then 3 pages of the newspaper was like how our football players didn't place well in the World Cup in Brazil. Yeah, and then there, by the end of the newspaper, there's this one tiny snippet, tiny small kind of a piece of news that Croatian youth has won gold medals and silver medals and bronze medals in math Olympics. The news is this big. So yeah, that's, I mean, oftenly I think about those things, generally we are manipulated to think what someone likes us to think. Don't be illusioned that that is not happening. Every day, every step of the way, you are being manipulated into thinking something, into buying something, into consuming something. I mean, conspiracy theory. There is a saying for conspiracy theory. If you're calling this a theory, you obviously do not know what I'm talking about. It's not a theory, it's a conspiracy truth. But yeah, well, not gonna talk about it or go in depth. There are YouTube accounts for that, so go and find them. But just blatant use of those kind of things is shaping the perception of reality that we have today. And since I work with really young children, they see, and what they see they perceive to be true. So if we put those things in front of them, and learn them and teach them that those things are the truth. While we obviously know that it's not the truth, they're going to grow up in people who believe those things are the truth, while those things are actually might not be true. And some people are now going to say, well, Goran, is that so bad? So, just a little manipulation here and there. Well, what's the worst thing that could happen, right? You know who did that? Nazis. Yes. Nazi Germany. Hitler Youth. Go look, check it out. Yeah. Manipulation through media. Go. Many of youth voluntarily went straight up and became Nazi troops. They wanted to wear those symbols. They wanted to wear the skulls on their foreheads. They wanted to kill all those other, who are not people. We shall not call them other people because they didn't consider them people. Because they believed that. And why did they believe that? Because they were manipulated into believing such things. And on the days like this, when I see news, some good news, some bad news, mostly bad news, I'm just, sometimes I'm saddened by them, but I have an urge to say into this channel, for the 4 viewers that I have, that I know of, don't believe everything you read. Don't believe everything that you hear. Did you get that? That was a song by Sepultura called Propaganda. Yeah, I just quoted that. It just blew your mind. Yeah, I have to joke about it because the theme itself is very, very serious. Yeah. And if you think about it, if we are manipulated into that, what else are we manipulated into? Come on. So yeah, anyways, I don't know. I'm gonna look for some good news. Even better yet, maybe I'm gonna make some good news. Like my dad. Thank you, Dad, and I love you. And if you're watching this, I really respect what you do and what you did and what you continue on doing. And thank you very much. So, see you next time. Bye.